Hello, I hope you were able to watch my video. Uh, actually, I thought on continuing some work that I did with my singles video, and because I was not able to finish the cut, so I promised my single viewers that I will continue this video along with my cut, but I'm going to explain a little bit what I have done yesterday in the other video. I think I explained how the hair, if I'm not, yes, I think I was teaching about the square layers, right? Yeah, the square layers and how to get that lift on the hair with the round layers. And then I think I was. Did I talk about the color? No, I haven't started about the color yet. Yeah, but I'm going to just continue what I stopped from the earlier video. So I decided to, because I need the length increase and I want to go for a long layering. So the best is to use the increased layering form. And I've already done this part of the section. So I just need to take that guide over here and just continue with my cutting angle. Right, so you will wonder why I'm continuing with the Sinhalese and English earlier, and because today I was in my Sinhala video, I started doing the coloring section, and then because it's like all technical work, and I decided that I'm going to do the cutting as well. So then I kept that part for the English video, but then since I had a little bit more time, I just continued with the cutting. So what I did was, like I said, I took the middle part in and I continued one section here, so that parallel to the parting, again continue, parallel to the parting, continue, parallel to the parting. So this way I cut it about like almost half an inch. So now you haven't missed a lot. So I'm just going to continue it, taking that exact guideline, and I'm going to create my layering again to this way. I'm taking very thin sections because when I take thin sections I can get a neat guide. Yeah, so then that will give me the proper precision in my cutting. So here, see, I got a neat guide here over here, and I'm just going to do a small brick cutting, not club. Then I'm going to continue my sections this way. So usually you can, if you are a beginner, you have to take the section clips and work through. Just that I'm like more happier to cut this way, then I'm saving my time and my energy as well, so that I have more time to explain. Otherwise I'll take a lot of time to put the section clips on because it's not the real head. It's very difficult to put section clips while doing this. Okay, so here I'm cutting, and again I take that, I continue as radial sections but parallel to the parting. So this hair has to be taken, sorry, I have taken too much of the hair, so I'll be taking this way, because every inch of hair, if I cut it properly, it's going to create a nice layering. So don't avoid and think, okay, that's enough of hair, that's already been cut or anything. No, take the proper guideline ahead, then you can just keep on continuing with your layering. What I notice in cutting is, actually, when you modify your layers and when you really work on the guidelines, you can actually give a lot of texture and a very textured effect while you're cutting. So you save time as well, because otherwise you have to take an extra time to texturize the haircut. So if you are more careful about the partings and the guidelines that you the exact parting and the guidelines you have created, then it will save you time. See, I'm just going to take that whole section and just do the texturizing while I'm cutting the hair. So this gives me a lot of flow, add some flow. See, can you see this flow in the cut? So likewise, then I have to continue along this section now. So I've already cut this section now. So now I'm going to take this section and part of the section that I've already cut. Make sure you take a proper guideline, otherwise you're going to miss it. So increased layering is good if a person wants a layer, a haired layer, when she has a very long hair. This looks very nice on long hair. So as long as you maintain the length and just keep on adding the layers, it looks very nice when you blow dry the hair. But don't do an increased layering to a person who has a lot of frizzy hair or maybe too much of a volume, because increased layering means you add a lot of volume with the layering. So then it creates more of the volume and too much of texture. So then it's very difficult for the client to maintain, because she's not going to blow dry the hair always. So it's going to be difficult for her when she's combing the hair, because too much of volume increased with the layering. It's not only the cut that gives the volume, it's the texture, because you're taking in different sections as well as your texturizing while you're cutting. Because in increased layering, if you use only the club cutting, it's very awkward and it looks like weird, because then the layers can stick into one place. Sometimes if the client doesn't comb the hair properly, and so then you get that step cuts, like kind of, if you don't do it properly. So people used to call that step cuts. So I don't know why they used to call it, but it's really weird, because if you keep on cutting as steps, then that hair doesn't have a proper flow. This gives more of the flow, because you're cutting with the entire direction which the hair is flowing, as well as the head, according to the head shape. So that's why I decided to do this natural inversion. This is called sorry, this is not a natural inversion. This is actually just an increased layering. Next time I will show you what's a natural inversion. So I've already cut this part, and then I have to keep on cutting these levels. So here, if you're pulling towards this side, and that when it comes to the inner section of the hair, is the pivotal section here, then it's called the natural inversion. Next time I will show that. This is just an increased layering that I'm decided to do. So this hair, you can't, it has to go this way. We have already cut it that way the other time. So we are just going to blend it out. So there's nothing to cut, because already that was cut with a precision. So we are rechecking whether the cut is balanced to this side. If you have done a precision, you can keep on adding new styles to that hair. Can you see? See, I didn't cut this part even, but it had already got blended into the earlier cut. So that's what it's important with the precision. It's more likely to get the precision cuts and pay a good amount of money, but yet you will get a good result in the end, because then the client would keep on just maintaining it with just a few trims. It'll help to just give that flow into the cut. You don't have to keep on changing, because with the increase, if you cut it uh, exactly according to the proper layering and the proper head shape, it's just keep on adding more volume, as well as the length, even though the shape wouldn't go away. So this is what the increased layering shape can give you. I haven't cut this part, so I always like to do it to one side, because then we can do another thing to the other part of the hair later. Okay, so here, can you see this volume? And it's textured as well. So here also the exact volume you can get through the hair when you blow dry this part. It looks very nice because it had volume and the textured effect. So it's a more of a soft textured method that I used. I didn't serrate too much, right? And I didn't take a lot of bulk, just only the edges. I took a little bit of bulk by doing a normal, very inner point cut in between. Can you see this flow? It comes in like that. So the length is there, but you get that softness in the back. Here, see, if I do like this here, see that if it's a natural hair, it looks more softer on this hair. So that's what I want to show, and I will just draw this. So this is what an increased layering would look like, or it can be like this, even this way, and then you can go like that. So as long as this part is short and this part is long, and then it blends through, so that will give that increased layering effect. So if I take here, see, this is what it creates. So the result is it gives a lot of volume and leave the length as well. So I hope you understood what I did on this mannequin. If I have taken this part out, it would take me maybe another 10 minutes to finish this cut, but I will just show you the effects that you can create with the increased layering. To one part of the hair. Can you see that effect? It gives a nice softness to the hair. So if I blow dry this hair, it would give more softer effects here, and see, there's a lot of movement on the hair as well. So if it's a very heavy hair, like a kind of a lot of weight added to the hair, then you cut the movement. But with the increased layering, you can actually it gives a lot of add movement and texture to the hair, and that helps to give that lightness to the hair. If a person has a longer hair, it gives a lot of layering effect as well as more of the textured effect. So remember, an increased layering gives you a textured effect as well as the movement and the body to the hair. So this way you can keep on adding any amount layers as long as you do it the proper way. Keep your guidelines ready, and not only that, make sure that you take the accurate partings, and then the accurate angles should be there. If it's a stationary angle, then you keep on moving to this towards that one point to get that stationary effect. But if you want more layers on in between the exterior and the interior, then you can have to work on the mobile, that means traveling guideline, right? Okay. And so when you're doing a color also, you can blend the colors, like if you do ombre or some balayage, it will look good, but sometimes the ombre doesn't go, because if it's a long hair, you have to do the balayage technique. But there are more other techniques, like you do the lower, like what do you call, you can give the depth and the medium tones and add more lighter in between, not throughout the hair, like as in layers, right? So balayage technique is you go darker, then medium and lighter, but not like that. You can go everywhere, like lighter here, then inside you can go darker, then again the medium color. So then that adds a lot of texture and the movements to your hair. So next time if I get a proper mannequin, and I will show you, like now see a lot of movement in my curls, and here everywhere I can move. This is like textured. I have this is a way that I texture my hair, because curly hair has to have that movement on the hair. So straight hair, you have to layer it. My hair is not that layered, because if I layer my hair, it's going to pop in more. But because I had long hair and I cut it and it's shortened, but because of the bounce of my hair and the movements of my curl, it looks as if my hair is layered. But it's not layered actually. It is just one length. If you see this, I haven't cut it. I have just done one length here. But with my curl, the way I hold my hair, like the way I put the conditioner in, and then I work on my curls, it gives me as if in a textured effect. So with curls you can do a lot, like unlike doing with the working with the this thing. So lately I found girls like curly hair more than straight hair. So if your client just wants more of the bounce, just keep on giving some with the blow dry, or with the tongs or the straightening iron. You can just add some movement and teach her, because so much of clients now, they like to go for beach waves and soft curls, because now curly hair is all in. Earlier people used to do a lot of perms. This is my hair is all natural, but we used to go for spiral perms, then brick perms, all these perms. But because perm is a little bit too much of hassle, salons have avoided doing perms anymore, because if you go wrong, you go really wrong. If you go really right, you can get the proper movement on the hair more than anything, and looks so beautiful when you do it natural. It gives a very natural effect when you do a proper perm. So you have to have that discipline while you're working. So next time, if I get time, I will show you also how to do a neat perm in between with the Moltons, and to get this kind of curls, like big curls, beach waves and all that. And so with this kind of hair, you can always use the with the little gadgets you have, the curling tongs and stuff, and then put a lot of mousse and work through, so that you get more textured effect. So the body, so the holding sprays and the finishing sprays have to be added to get a lot of texture to the hair. That's why manufacturers has during cutting or during the process, you have a different set of products, and then after the setting is done, then you have to put setting products. I will teach you next time, little by little, how it works. And then I hope this video has already helped you to understand how the movement can change the hair and what type of movements that you can add to give a proper texture onto the hair. Thank you so much for watching my video.